Perennial wisdom with L&tEoW. Here we go. As long as we're judging others, that judgment can only come back on us. It's important to remember that as we're doing our investigative business. So I speak up for the voice of wisdom as I speak up for myself. All we, like sheep, have gone astray. We've turned each one to our own way. The ways in which humanity can deceive itself are infinite, and there is no amount of poking around and discovering the deception that is outside of ourselves that will fix things as long as we are deceiving ourselves. We can only be honest with others insofar as we are being honest with ourselves. So humanity really is in the same position that it was when the Buddha and the Christ showed up 2,500 and 2,000 years ago, respectively. Talking about self-deception, talking about... Do you see what I'm saying? All of the whistleblowing and all of the truth-finding can continue infinitely until we discover in ourselves how we are deceived. If we are self-righteous, shaming, and blaming in our discovery of what we call the facts, if we are belittling and destroying our fellow human being, then we are bound only to discover that very thing in ourselves once again. And it may be terribly obvious to you that I did not create this message. This is a perennial message that's been coming to humanity for a long time now. Judge not, lest ye be judged. There is no separation. There is no one I can judge who is not myself. All we, like sheep, have gone astray. We've turned each one to our own way. The root of all suffering, I've heard it said, is this illusion that you and I are separate. This wisdom is not limited to the Christian tradition by any means. This is the perennial wisdom. This is the truth. I really do love and admire each and every one of you out there who is, so investigative and so sleuthy and finding out. I can see you I see you're so proud of yourself and finding out all the details of the deception out there. And I am truly proud of you, I promise. I love it. But we get lost in that just as we get lost in everything else. As long as we're judging others, that judgment can only come back on us. It's important to remember that as we're doing our investigative business. So it's important to know, I'm not telling you that what you're doing is wrong or that you're doing it wrong or that it's not important, that we don't need it. I'm saying that my voice and voices like mine need to be just as much included in this evolution, this revolution that's coming now too. And so I speak up for the voice of wisdom as I speak up for myself. Whether we are creating or consuming, all of that material that is available to us now that is helping us to see through the great illusion, all the great lies, it's important that we guard our hearts from hate and judgment and the great othering, the dehumanization of the others. There are reasons why we are all in the positions that we are in. Labor and the expression of worth. First things first. Together, we are discovering our common work, our common stories, our common love. Seek first the kingdom of heaven, and everything else will be added unto you.